This is the Griffin Station podcast.
You have to say lads if you're a zombies YouTuber. It is required.
It is
What's
a requisite. What's up, guys? Okay.
I don't know who started the whole lads deal, but
I am that guy Bry. You can find me on YouTube or not.
I'm Sam. You can find me on Brighton's Cock.
I am Matt. You can also find me, I don't know, on one of their cocks. I don't really know.
Both of them.
We're here to break down what has been revealed and what has been... I know what has been revealed, but where was it revealed?
Here's the slate. Here's the slate
Game
for this
Awards.
podcast. We're going to do the Season 1 breakdown. We're going to do our hopes and dreams for future COD Cold War content.
Yes.
We're going to do... I'm going to do a quick overview of Cyberpunk because I put like 10 hours into it. And then we're also going to do a campaign spoiler talk.
Yes.
Yes.
So spoilers on the campaign. We're just gonna say that now because
That we'll do that last, so that way there's like
but
that
still,
way you can get all the stuff.
but
in.
still warn you because we might just say something. Like,
Yeah, we probably knowing Matt.
I'm an
he'll probably
onion
just be
mason.
like, I'm a fucking onion mason.
Yeah, that was a goddamn.
Don't say that fucking shit around me, bitch.
This is a House of Christ.
Okay.
We're currently in the church.
Season 1.
That's a lie.
Season
Okay.
1.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna outright say I'm kind of disappointed.
I am too.
Zombies getting shafted yet again.
Yeah. Well, so far it is. With the
knows?
Jingle Hells.
Jingle Hells. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
talk about
that's-
that.
That doesn't
Okay.
look very, like...
It's one you'll play once and then you'll never touch it again.
Wasn't it?
probably.
Okay, I thought there was something else to it besides just like Christmas themed.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure instead of crystals, there's presents around the map,
Okay, please tell me there's something else.
and it's the lights from the Dark Ether. You know how there's like Christmas lights around the place?
Yeah.
That's in the normal map now.
Awesome.
And the
Dude, so
dogs
innovative.
have reindeer horns.
Dude, this is so innovative.
And then the Megaton is Santa Claus.
So it's just Christmas-themed zombies.
It's just a Christmas retexture of the map, yes.
And they'll probably be gone after Christmas.
It's a
is
limited
over.
time mode. It's a
Well,
limited
do
time.
you want it to stick around?
No.
Do you want to
No.
play Jingle Hells in summer?
No.
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 Okay. I thought there was something else to it, but I
Um,
guess not. Probably not.
It's
And that's
literally
Do,
just like
do you expect
Christmas.
Treyarch to put something else into
Do you
it?
expect them to put effort into adding more modes
They
to
added
zombies?
Cranked.
Crank just sounds like Rush, but you blow up instead of
I just
die.
immediately thought of Call of Duty Ghosts, which is not a fond memory when I heard because that was the first game to have it, wasn't it? Cranked. I remember
Yeah,
every time you
Cranked,
kill.
Cranked was a multiplayer mode. You had
Yeah.
to keep killing or else
Yeah.
you'd like blow up.
Well,
or
it is.
something.
It's a Modern Warfare 2.
It is
That's what.
Modern
apparently-
Warfare 2 or Modern
Warfare
Warfare
as well.
2019.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so because that's what Kazami.
Okay, now Cranked, they obviously just stole it from the movie Crank. I don't know if that
I
was
don't-
actually
I
the
don't know.
original idea. The
I
movie
don't-
Crank was Jason Statham,
Bl-
and he
Blundell.
had like something in his
Jason
heart.
Blundell.
He had something in his heart where if like his heart rate dropped below something, he would just die. So like in Cranked, you have to keep killing, and killing, or else you'll blow up. You have like a bomb in your head or whatever, like Saw.
Blow
when
up
was
the
that
city.
made? When was the movie?
Like 2006.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Blow up the
yeah,
city.
Call of Duty definitely copied off of that. Yes, blow up the city.
Okay. Back to memes that they'll understand.
Okay, but I'm pretty disappointed because like this,
Yeah.
and they're both limited time. They're not going to be.
Yeah.
there.
I mean, Cranked could be good. I don't know. I've never
Cranked
played
might
it.
be fun.
It could be fun. That's the only...
But-
I don't see Jingle Hells being fun after maybe like the first time you play
The
it.
detriment to Cranked is it's a limited time as well as Jingle Hells. I hope
The
when
only
they
thing-
add game modes, they're not going to always be limited time modes.
The only thing about Jingle Hells that I could see is like if it looked cool. If it looked cool, then like okay, I'll play this.
but it's
over-
not a new mode. That's not a
It
new
is
mode.
true.
It's
It's
just
not
a
a new
retext.
Yeah.
It is a
it's just-
retexture, true.
It's just
So-
our
Like that's something you add as an update to the entire
Yes,
map. That's
exactly.
not something you add as like a
which
new
I guess they're
mode.
calling it a mode, so that way if you want the more serious zombies, you can just play
Our
survival. or
Easter
if you
eggs
want
might be
the-
turned off as well.
Who knows? There could be like they didn't go that in depth on it. It just said like a new way to experience the map with a full Christmas theme.
I thought
and
COD
it's
Zombies
like-
HQ said something else like it was going to be added, but I guess probably not.
Probably.
Knowing Treyarch, it's probably open to
Knowing
it.
how Activision funds zombies,
Yes.
no, because there's like the only thing that got money out of zombies was the DLC packs, but with the maps being free,
Yeah.
zombies players don't care about weapon blueprints or skins for their characters. They just want to hop in.
We just want a
We just want to kill. We want an actual character that has interesting dialogue. Other
not
than
just
EKIA.
I'd say
20.
I'd say there's about 20. It's always 20. Literally, there was 2 zombies left, and he was like, I'd say there's about 20.
Or because I like the only one I have unlocked is Beck. in like the rapist guy.
Yeah.
And every time I kill a horde, he's like, I am fucking unstoppable!
Or he's like feeling pretty awesome right now. That's
like,
so cringy.
I've killed enough to refill a cemetery. And just that on their
no,
feet.
he's like, I'm feeling pretty badass now. I'm like, that's so cringy. I'm feeling
it's
kind of
literally just
badass
that.
now.
Woods requesting chopper gunner.
Okay, but that is a thing that I said at the very beginning. I was like, dude, this is gonna get old quick.
It's gonna be
because-
generic.
Yeah, exactly.
generic.
It's
On
not
me.
multiplayer.
On me.
Yeah.
Need a little help.
I knew that was gonna
Drop
get
it,
old
douchebag.
super
I'm gonna
quick.
drop you.
Yeah. So.
Take a last look around. I'm pretty sure Baker just goes, fuck you. I'm pretty sure.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. No, he says fuck a lot. Like, he'll kill a zombie and be like, fuck you. And I'm like, Baker, calm down, man.
Yeah, Baker.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes. But
Okay, so
we've established that season 1 for zombies is going to be utterly disappointing and trash.
The Reddit is making fun of it because they're like, yet again, you go look in the
Yeah.
corner and there's just a very small section of zombies. It's like 2 pictures of multiplayer. It's like, you have 8 new multiplayer maps coming in,
Yeah.
4 new weapons, 2 new game modes, and
I guess we'll get 4 new weapons.
that is true. We will get the weapons.
I just hope that the season 2 is good because that's when hopefully we're gonna get a new map. If we're gonna a new map there, I'm gonna kill somebody because we will be in a severe drought again. Like
Well,
BO4.
when's season 2 supposed to come out?
Like
January,
February or
January,
something.
February.
I think the next map's supposed to come out.
It'll tell it. We'll literally have the countdown on the battle pass for next battle pass and whatever. We'll literally
Watch
have
the battle
countdown.
pass be tier 100. You have to is what you have to get the map.
Okay,
Oh my god.
the tiers
That would make me so
the
mad.
tiers better not be so slow in zombies.
They
They better
will
not
be. They will
handicap
be.
you.
They
Because
will
like
be.
in BO4, people were so mad because it took them like 6 months to add tier skips into zombies. Because every day on BO4 you could earn a tier skip by playing multiplayer, but you couldn't earn a tier skip by playing zombies. And people were like, "Why? What the fuck?" And they're like, "Well, you can just exploit zombies, and that's their same thing for this." I would rather have no cross progression if this is how they're going to treat zombies.
True, yeah.
If this is how they're going to treat us,
It's not as
I'm
bad
still
now.
going to play it.
It's not as bad now with the double XP.
I think that's the problem is because we're getting treated so badly, but we're like, fuck it, we'll still play it.
Yeah, it's like we know we're just gonna get fucked over any way we look at it. We're just like, you know what?
Sure, it's
Good.
like who cares?
Yeah,
These guys aren't going to say anything.
yeah. I'm not happy with Sledgehammer and Activision because Sledgehammer's done this twice, where they fucked up a game twice now. Twice.
I'm going to adjust.
It hasn't been a Vietnam game twice now.
Hey guys, this is Bry from the Griffin Station podcast. You might also know me from That Guy Bry. Probably not, only got 9 subs. It's not a part of the point. If you're listening to this, thank you for helping us raise money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Every listen helps, and we appreciate it. Now today, we are sponsored by Anchor.fm. Let me explain what Anchor is. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Now, thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy.
What you need to do is just act like Onslaught's the main game mode. That way everything else just seems that much better.
Or Dead Ops Arcade 3.
That's
Dead Ops
true.
Arcade 3.
Dude,
It
like-
can be fun.
Like, if you like Dead Ops, I'm sure it's like amazing, but like
Not
there's no
for me.
incentive to play it
Yeah.
other than just having fun. I mean,
Yeah.
which I guess sounds stupid saying it's a game.
You only have fun while playing this. Like,
Yeah. No.
I
That's
don't
a
really
bad
have
way.
that
That's a
much-
bad way of wording it.
I
But
don't
like,
have that much fun playing Dead Ops because all it is point your stick. There's no like skill.
it would
to
be a lot better if there was progression that it offered, but it doesn't give you any XP.
Even if it's like even a little bit of XP, I would still
Yeah.
play it. 'Cause
well,
it-
I probably still wouldn't play it, but like
I
I
just
still
think-
like Dead Ops.
Okay, but I get bored of D-Machine. I've played D-Machine so much now.
That's true. Yeah.
And I'm
guess,
still
yeah.
not even close to you guys. I'm getting bored, and I'm not even like to your guys' level
like
yet.
3 days in zombies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I played it a lot still, but like I
Zero in
get-
multiplayer.
That's why we
have
need
the
another
full
map.
red ring. You guys have the full red ring.
I don't.
Zero.
The
I,
Red Ring
I
of
have,
Death?
I have like 10 hours in multiplayer.
I mean, I got to the point where I got all my Ethereum crystals like 15 levels ago. 20.
Dude, I'm Prestige 2 now.
Bro,
All right, I'm
Prestige
going-
3.
I'm like 32, so I'm
Prestige
almost at
3.
Prestige 2.
What level are you? 83.
53.
Brian is literally level
50?
100
Dude,
because
I went like I got tired. I'll be honest, playing D Machina for a little while, so I went on like a week or two break and played Spider-Man.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
I can
Uncharted.
understand that, which I'm on my zombies break right now with Cyberpunk. And I think Zombies needs to do what Cyberpunk fans didn't, is just keep your expectations low. Like, Cyberpunk fans were expecting this game to be the god of all games, and like, I don't think a game is gonna change your life just like that. Like, I think the game is good, and people who are playing it, like, I think what is going on right now on the PS4 and Xbox One is unacceptable. Like, it shouldn't have came out on those systems if it's going to be that potato-y.
Okay, well, let's look at all the last-gen games whenever PS4 was out.
BO3.
Once the new generation comes out, they make the new-gen game, put effort into that, and then they just scrap together something quick and put it on the last-gen console.
But without last-gen BO3, we never would have gotten last-gen Richtofen.
That's true.
There's blessings in disguise.
Yes.
There are no accidents. Master Uguay.
There's always
We
something
never would have
good
got last
in
gen
that
Zetsubo
situation.
no Shima.
Yeah.
They didn't get why. We need to get
Yes.
Jason Blundell to make last gen
Garrod Krovi.
Zetsubo.
No,
Revelations.
he left, didn't he?
We need to get him to come back though. That's why I said
Bring Jason Blundell back.
Jason Blundell left. Jason Blundell.
Jason Blundell is still there.
I was sad that day. I remember being actually like, bummed.
Dude, I saw it and I was like, damn. But then again, I was like, also all of his maps he made in Black Ops 4 sucked.
Not all of them.
That's
9
true.
in Ancient Evil.
But you
Pretty
made
good.
You mean
BO3.
X?
You made BO3.
You mean X?
Wait.
Any
I think-
person who doesn't know Roman numerals, like, hey,
X.
do you want to play IX?
No, it's X.
X.
I think Craig Houston. Well, I mean, he did make
Craig
Black Ops.
Houston. I don't
Craig
know. I
Houston,
can't do his
he-
accent.
I just don't think. Okay, here's the
You
thing.
can make every weapon
Here's the
an
thing.
uber
Here's the
weapon.
thing.
And
Here's the thing.
what about-
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. What's the
Blundell is the god of storyline. Craig Houston is the god of gameplay.
Craig Houston wrote all the storyline.
Yeah, Craig Houston
Craig
is
Houston is
the
the
storyline
writer.
guy.
He's the writer.
You're thinking of
What is Blundell?
You're thinking of
Blundell's
Jimmy
the
Zones.
director. He's the one who does the gameplay and like
Yeah.
all the mechanics
Okay,
of it.
so switch that.
It's switched up.
Okay, sorry. I thought it was.
Craig
I thought it was-
Houston
okay.
wrote this new story.
I thought he was the. Okay.
No,
No.
you're thinking of Jimmy Zelensky.
Okay.
Jimmy Zelensky was the guy.
He was the
before that.
gameplay.
Fuck that guy.
Zelensky was the
He
gameplay.
He gave us
Transit, diarize, and then buried was
Well, Barry
slightly
was good.
higher.
He took all the things that were the little bit of things that were fun from Dire Ice and Transit.
He went
and
from one spectrum with transit and diarize. He's like, fuck, go to the other end. Go to the other end and make it super easy.
I think he looked at Transit and was like, we're gonna make the exact opposite. And they
Make it literally the
Let's
easiest
make
map
it
of all time.
The smallest, easiest map ever.
It's
don't
gotta
know.
be the
It is
easiest.
It depends on what I
You
guess
have
you
a
define.
wonder weapon with literal.
Okay,
infinite
I can
ammo.
go through a list
It's
of
a
easy shit.
It depends on what you
Okay, guys,
determine
we're
as
on
easy.
Cold War, not buried. We'll have a buried episode.
I know, but
We'll have a period
okay,
episode.
if we were just talking about season one, we said Cranked and whatever, Jingle Hells, and
now
we're done.
We were going to talk about our hopes and dreams for the future of the
Okay.
Win the. Okay, but
I
my
want
brain farted there.
new original maps that we're probably not gonna get.
We're definitely getting Shino Numa,
Exactly.
Kino, and Duriz. And if they're
fun,
if
I
they're
get-
like how D Machina handles it, it's not that big of a deal. I do wish that we just wouldn't get these again, but like
I would like a completely original map that isn't shit. So
yeah.
Gorod Kirby would be the latest. Sorry, 9 would be the
9.
latest. Probably.
Okay, but didn't you say that you didn't mind?
Like I don't mind.
I don't
it
mind
if
D
it's
Machina
if it's like
because-
D Machinas, but if it's like BO4s,
Because
then
9 is more just in the map rather than centering around it. Like Shino Numa, I have a hard time believing that they're not gonna like have it based around Shino Numa.
I feel like
Same
it'll
with
be that
Kino.
square, but we'll be able to explore the corners instead of it just being like a cross or however it like is laid out.
I'm kind of a little bit hyped to see Kino return because
Now
Kino's
Kino
one of
will
my
be cool
favorites.
because I feel like that'll just be like I feel like we won't be able to go back
Statue.
into the theater. I think like the lobby and all
If it's
of
just
those side
outside the
rooms.
theater, I think that's fine.
If
Just
it's
being
in,
able to see
if
the
it's
outside
in
of the
Berlin
theater.
streets and we see Kino, we go in like the lobby or
Same with
a little
Chino,
bit.
like if we're in the swamp and like you look out and you can see like say Peter McCain being hanged or something, or you see like this,
That would be cool.
that would be cool. I mean, they're not going to be able
Or
to.
like if
They're not
hut-
going to show Peter McCain
Well, that
getting
is
hanged
true,
because
yeah.
that's like
That's the
bad.
old story.
or if like the
Well, that's
hut
the old
is
story.
explorable,
Is it
but
the
you
old
can't.
storyline? Okay.
Or if the hut's explorable and you can't explore like all the stuff, but like it's
Yeah.
there. Like if it's like not to where like it's the map is in there, but it's the
Not
layout
centered
of it's,
around it.
it's
Mhm.
the layout's different. Like you go in Noct, it's not the same.
Like Blood of the Dead, literally is just Mob of the Dead.
It's Mob of the Dead with a little bit
With
added
a
on.
lab, but the thing is, you don't
Well-
go back to the lab unless Pack-a-Punch goes back there. But if Pack-a-Punch goes back there, you're just
Well,
like, you know what? I'm going to wait till
okay,
Pack-a-Punch comes
here's
back
the
around.
thing.
We can't get on a BO4 rant.
No. I'm just gonna say, I do get Blood of the Dead because people wanted to.
That's
mob it
true.
in a
That's
remaster.
actually true. Yeah, that's
People
true.
asked for it for years.
That's
Yes,
true.
I
That's
get that.
fair. That's fair. And I was hyped when I saw it. So
Yes.
like,
we cannot shit on Blood of the Dead whenever we asked for that for years.
Yes,
that's true. Okay, so tagged or totem.
That we can shit on because
Nobody
that map,
wanted Call of the Dead to be the last map.
They were like, this map is going.
How
to be
about
Call of
Revelations? But
I
it's
can understand Call of Dead being the last because that's where the crew was kept, but the crew wasn't in the map. It was Victus, and who wanted to play as Victus?
Who wanted the last map of the zombie story?
Cold War zombies.
Okay, yeah, we are going on BO4.
I was just gonna say that, and then you guys took off with it. I was gonna connect it with Cold War. I was gonna say like, they remade maps of BO4, yes, but it was just a lot of the old map. But if they make it a Cold War word, yeah, it's just a
Here's
small
a good
map.
question. Here's a good question. The current characters that we have now, which aren't really characters,
Or
or
just templates.
or Victus crew.
I'd rather have Victus.
At least
The
they have
paperwork
quotes.
is a stamp.
That's
Even though they're annoying, at least
the
they
lack
it's
of
better.
paperwork.
Better than just
And their
like.
quotes are way more memeable than I count 20.
I count 20.
I
Yeah.
count 20.
I will say
Get pine needles in my socks.
the addition of emotes is one of the greatest innovations
Yeah,
ever.
could you
in
imagine that
zombies.
with Dempsey? Like emotes with Dempsey?
Yeah.
Hi. On me.
Rick's off in the
It's like he takes out his golden rod. Long, stiff, hard golden rod. The fingers on the end. Oh.
Okay, so what else do we hope that zombies will do?
It'd be fun.
I hope
Yeah.
that they incorporate some sort of characters and cutscenes.
The characters in this
I
one
have a couple
are
things.
Weaver, Carver,
That's fine and all,
Dr. Gray, and Dr. Strauss.
I will.
Those are the characters.
What they're doing at the monster Easter egg. Apparently, somebody found a textured version of it or something.
Yeah.
That looks really cool.
That. Imagine
Even though it looks
that-
like the Panzer Mortar from World War II Zombies, we don't want to talk about World War II Zombies because
What
I
do-
didn't know.
what if World War II zombie? What if it's canon?
hardcore Easter
What
egg?
if
that would be
What
cool.
if World War II zombies is canon?
Okay,
To the
let's
Ether
not meme this
storyline?
because I hate World War II.
Okay,
Zombies.
guys. What if one of the game modes they have like a hardcore
Yes.
zombies where like your health's lower, your weapon rarities are harder, just like it's harder overall, and if you do the Easter egg, it's different.
Well, I think what they should have done is had a harder Easter egg and had entirely different steps or more steps.
Or not? Yeah, more. I would say keep the basis steps
World
and
War
have
II.
more steps.
Yeah.
World War II, like you have to get
Yeah,
the 4
that's what they did,
upgrades
yeah.
and then like do that and do more.
Except that the 4 upgrades were the
Except-
most tedious tasks to get wonder weapons.
Yeah, and
Like
also
imagine
there
if
were-
the casual Easter egg in this was like you didn't have to do the upgrades, but then like if you did, there were way more steps on it. Like you could just shoot the thing with the shockwave and call it a day. But like if you got the upgrades and shot the corners with the upgrades,
I don't know.
and then like there was way more steps after you.
I
shot
don't
the
know.
corners.
I like it.
Yeah. That would have been cool. I think that's cool because I don't think the Easter egg on D Machine was hard enough. Because I get
I understand the reasoning behind it, but I hope for more complex and harder Easter eggs.
Yes.
Second map better have like a BO3 Easter egg.
Der Eisendrache.
Not Gorod because Gorod just pissed me off.
We get to Der Eisen and they're like, all you have to do is a
I would be
crap
fine
Easter egg.
Yeah.
Or Der
if like
Eis.
an Easter egg similar to Grodd was like for a super Easter egg or something.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Now that thing
I
was
hope
talking
we
about,
get super Easter egg.
that thing I was talking about with the helicopter, you can just keep going to the next map and it gets harder and harder
That
for a
would be
super
cool.
Easter egg. That would be awesome.
As long as it's not like a tortured path. No, it won't be a tortured path.
No,
It won't be.
because that'd be actual full maps.
Yeah.
Tortured Path.
Tortured path is garbage. But we don't talk about World War II Zombies.
We don't talk about. We only talk about that zombies if we ever do an episode on it. Do you guys want a World War II episode?
No. I didn't play it at all.
I played
Right.
Final Reichen.
I mean,
I
guys,
don't
we
know.
have to
It's
realize
awesome.
that the next map, according to IGN, is just going to be a map
It's-
exactly like Nocturne.
Yeah, dude.
Again,
Cause-
like, there's barely anything has changed from Nocturne and Totem. Like zombies does
Oh,
not.
and they
evolve
also
in
called
gameplay.
D Machina Die Machine.
Die Machine.
Okay, a lot of people call it Die Machine.
Which,
Okay, but
unless you watch the cutscene, which a lot of people don't,
Die
it
Machine.
does just say Die Machine.
Sam, but they're literally
That's fair.
video game critics.
That's fair.
They should get. The
They
name.
should watch the cutscene because they're
Yeah.
Watch
critiquing-
Mojo top 10 Easter eggs. Number 10.
They call-
music Easter eggs.
They call-
That's how you know it's off.
They called Barry like one of the hardest maps. That's how.
I mean, if the last steps were the hardest steps.
They probably
That's
didn't
it.
have
That
like
is-
30,000 points in the bank. Like,
They were literally like filming footage of like shooting a whole horde of zombies with paralyzers. Like, so
They were
this
like-
is the hardest map ever.
they were just pressing the trigger and it's like,
Make sure
why
to
is
like
it
and
killing?
subscribe.
Make sure to
Welcome to
like-
Watch Mojo.
They're fun. fucking intro.
Welcome to Mistwatch Mojo.
Yeah, but I think I have faith in Treyarch if they deliver with maps.
Listen, with
and if they give
maps are the main thing. If they miss with maps, then it's not going to be as good.
But the thing, like, I'm hopeful because the gameplay's fun. I think with the gameplay's fun, just the more maps. Because, like, D Machina, if you put it in BO3, it would probably be a B tier map just because, like, it doesn't really do much. But, like, the gameplay of Cold War holds it up. Mm-hmm. So I think no matter what kind of map we get, I think the gameplay will hold it up. Mm-hmm. Which is something that other zombies can't say.
Yeah, I think we'll see. I hope we just get like a better multiplayer mode with maybe more players. If we get a bigger map later on. One thing I was hoping for in BO4, I'm not going to go on BO4 tangent. I'm just going to say, one thing I was hoping for in BO4 was the fact that since Primus and Ultimus came together, we were going to have a 4v4 mode, and we're going to have Grief again.
What
or
Alpha
something like
Omega
that.
would be an 8-player map. One thing I'll say about Alpha Omega is the mix-up of the crew is awesome. Because like you can get unique quotes.
What I was thinking was the DLC 4 was going to be the Great War because that's what they literally said was going to happen.
But
won't get into that. Won't get into that. But just imagine this. Primus and Ultimus versing each other in the Great War. Or if Victus was added in, it'd be 6v6 and you could just literally just have like that'd be the coolest thing.
Bro.
Even though it wouldn't.
I love Ultimus, but Primus would kick their ass.
I mean, yeah, but
Primus actually knows what they're doing.
We're not actually. It's not actually the characters versus each other. It's
I know.
you controlling the characters, Brian.
I know, but I'm saying like from a storyline.
Well, yeah, but there would have to be a canon ending though.
I'm saying though that Primus Takio would wreck all of them.
But I think that's the closest we were ever gonna get to being a canon part in a new mode.
And
I understand.
Would have been awesome.
It would have been awesome. But we won't get into that.
We won't. But we will.
But
we do.
Another
we
thing,
say we won't get into it, but we do.
I mean, I didn't get into it there. I just said I hope maybe they add in something like that in the future.
Yeah, we need like a good grief mode or a good versus mode.
One other thing. Did you see? I think there was a new Easter egg found today, wasn't there?
I don't know.
I saw the video, didn't watch it. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't either. But yeah, I saw it too, but I was like,
At least Zombies HQ is actually making
good content instead
not
of
just reacting.
Lads.
Well,
they beat the Easter egg 1 second shorter than last time. Let's watch that.
I bet there's some crazy new strat.
Yeah. They take a corner.
Oh my! I cannot believe that someone just beat the Easter egg.
Let's unbox these Pokemon cards.
Okay, that's different. That he has his own channel dedicated to that.
He does.
Yeah,
he does his own channel
That's
dedicated.
wild.
Which
why is that such a thing?
Listen, if you keep the stuff on Lex Lounge and Noah JFK. I literally don't give a shit because that's what those channels are. People subscribe to those channels for that. But it's bleeding into their main channels where I'm watching for unique gameplay. Not, lads, they beat the Easter egg yet again. But this time, instead of 1636, 1630. Holy shit.
1738.
Hey.
Yay.
A 42069.
Okay.
48.
But yeah, that to me is just like I made a whole video on it today because it was just like the death of YouTube. Because one of the YouTubers I watch, his name is Video Game Donkey, he came out and he made a video. He said, "I'm not making good videos anymore." He's like, "Listen, I'm trying to edit these nice, funny videos, and I'm getting one out a month." And then he goes like Mr. Beast and Markiplier, and they're putting out like 10 videos a week, and he's like, "I just can't compare." Because like he showed a chart of like all the YouTubers who take their time and edit their videos. And like their bars, like they looked pretty high, and then he's like, "Now let's show Markiplier's," and he zoomed out, and it just looked like a very minuscule bar. And he's like, "This is how much little views we're getting compared to these guys," and he's like, "I feel like we're making better content. They're actually edited. They're funny."
Don't hate on my boy Markiplier.
Not Markiplier's. He's funny, but like
Mr. Beast makes good videos too.
Yeah,
but it's the editing and like actually putting effort into your videos, other than just being like, "Guys, today."
Also, those guys have like editors.
Yeah, he said these guys have like 10 to 15 editors, and I'm trying to do it all. So like he's like, now I'm gonna upload videos every day of the week except Sunday, and then like he's actually been doing it, but his video his quality of it is just not as good anymore because like if you don't take the time, which I put into that on my video, if you don't take the time, it's not gonna be as good.
I'd say now we're witnessing the fall of Noah J and Lex and all of them.
I wouldn't say the fall because they're still getting
well,
they're getting
the fall and
as
like,
far as content.
Yes. The rise of COD Zombies HQ.
We're witnessing the rise of COD Zombies HQ, Tim Hansen, Crazy Rabbit.
Tim Hansen and there has not been a single time I've clicked on Crazy Rabbit's video and not regretted it. Like it's hilarious. Like I like him. He'll just go in and just stream, and he's just funny. And then he'll make video. Whenever he reacts to videos, it's stupid. And it's funny whenever he does it.
And there's smaller zombies YouTubers.
And he hardly ever does it. He hardly ever does. The only times he does it is when someone calls out Tim Hansen, usually. Or it's something that, like, he's actually, like, mad about with the community.
Yeah.
And, like, I'll find, like, small zombies YouTube channels that are putting effort in their videos, but they're not getting any views at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, these guys are funny. Like, it was Jason567. Like, I like it. Like, he subbed to my channel, so I went and checked out his. And he makes really good videos. Like, really good. And I'm like, he should get more views.
And I think also some of the big
Shout him out,
YouTubers,
share some of our views.
some of the big YouTubers too, they just like, they don't really care about the detailed guides anymore. They just care about getting it out first.
Yeah.
Because Noah, I've seen a lot of wrong shit on his videos.
Well, because they want to get it out first to get the most
That's
views.
something that stayed the same, though. Like, Brian, you said, like, the Horizon Drac Easter egg,
Mm-hmm.
when it first came out, they thought you had to get the plunger.
Yeah, we thought we had to get the plunger. We thought we had to do 935 on the clock tower. But those are all just side Easter eggs. Like, Horizon now, if you watch one of those guys, you're going to be so lost because they do not know how to do it.
Yeah.
Which that's coming off the back of doing the Easter egg once, and you don't really, and like it was on a long session, so you don't really remember.
And that was before. Then they updated eventually where you only had to do one bow, but before it was all four.
In
bows.
solo, yeah, you had to do all four.
That's
bows.
what I thought. That was
Local play stuff.
Local play still have to do it because they don't have to local
rip
play.
me.
Matt does it solo, realizes he's on local play, has to hurry. But whenever we did the Easter egg, we did it once, and we only had 3 bows since we had 3 players. But apparently we had to do 4.
And
so
that was weird.
The first time I did
I don't think that was right.
I think that was like a glitch or something.
No, because
we were playing online.
me and Sam did a 2-player. We had the fire and lightning. We only got those 2 bows.
I'm telling you that Easter egg just fucks. They fucked me the first couple times. I don't even know. It's an easy Easter egg, but it just fucked me the first couple times.
Zetsubo?
Now I can do it no problem.
Zetsubo?
I hate Zetsubo. I just hate the map.
I love Zetsubo.
Not gonna get into that again.
Okay, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna do a quick.
What else?
I'm gonna do my first thoughts on.
We are
Cyberpunk.
sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow. Yeah, go download it.
Shadow.
We're not actually
Go
sponsored, but like if you want to download it, that's up to you. But
It's up to you.
We're probably gonna be sponsored.
Okay, so
hit us up.
I'll
Raid
do
Shadow
my
Legends.
quick thoughts real quick on Cyberpunk. I have about 10 hours in it, and listen, the reviews are mixed. It's really good, but it is buggy. I will say it is pretty buggy. I ran into some bugs. Like there was a time there grenaded a guy and he died, but his character stayed there and just T-posed the rest of the mission. And then like
the Spider-Man T-post.
and I was talking to my friend. He was on a bike in front of me, and he's like, "I'm gonna head out." And I said, "Okay." And then he ran me over. He didn't even give me time to move. He killed me.
What about Mr. Krabs overdoses on ketamine?
Okay.
What about Keanu Reeves?
I've only seen Keanu once because I haven't been doing much of the main story. I've been doing side quests, and the main story is really good. And I can see already the replayability. There's 3 paths you can pick at the beginning. You can pick Nomad, Street Kid, and Corpo. Corpo, you work for a corporation. Obviously, Street Kid, you just lived on the streets your whole life. And Nomad, you've never been in the city. I picked Nomad because I wanted to experience the city same time as my character did. But I'm noticing, like now, like if I was a Corpo, there's knowledge and like corporate settings that I would have if like, cause like they're talking about stuff and I don't know what's going on, but if I started as a Corpo, my character would. And I think that's really cool because like now, like there's a character I'm friends with that's a Nomad and I feel like I'm only friends with her because I have the shared experience. Like I have like unique dialogue options and I think that's really cool. It makes me want to like replay the game and try all the different things. Like if I'm a Corpo, then I'll know these things that my Nomad character wouldn't. And I will have different friends and different relationships and all that if I had done it completely different.
It kind of sounds like the game got a little bit too ahead of itself, though, trying to be too immersive because, you know, with the bugs. I knew the bugs were going to happen.
It's nowhere near as bad as like a Bethesda game, though. So, like, I think the only reason people are complaining is because they built this game up to be like the Jesus of games. Like, they're like, this is going to be our savior. But it's a great game. I wouldn't say it's the best game ever made, which I've only put 10 hours into it. But, like, it's a great game. But, like, people were hyping this game up to be more than it was. Like, I never expected this game to, like, go and cure cancer. But, like that's what people were expecting out of it. And I was like, you can't expect that out of a game by an independent studio.
2077.
Like, sure, they've been working on it for 8 years, and I think it should have been delayed probably another half year. But, like, it's playable right now, and it's great. But, like, there is bugs. But I feel like if it would have been delayed, more people would have been like, this is fucking awesome. Like, I think it's great. I was hyped for it. You guys know I was hyped for it, but like
Didn't it take how many years did it take?
8 years.
That's crazy.
And the crazy thing is, I read today that it got paid, all of its marketing, all of its development time were paid for on day one. That's how many people bought it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's the best-selling game of almost all time right now, except for GTA 5.
Yeah. What
At
about,
least launch.
I mean, there's other games, but I mean, they're fucking like Tetris or something.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't talk about Tetris
Yeah.
and Minecraft.
Wii
Minecraft
Sports.
Minecraft
listen,
is
if
ridiculous.
you count Minecraft, it's been on like 20 systems.
Yeah. Well, so is GTA 5.
GTA 5, yes.
What about Wii Sports?
GTA, I'm not buying
Wii
that
Sports
again.
sold a lot, but it was just because it came.
Unless
I
GTA
know.
5 has ray
That's going to
tracing.
be the same with Astro's Playroom.
Yes.
Unless GTA 5 has ray tracing on PS5, I'm not
Oh.
touching it.
Apparently, didn't PS5 sell like $8 billion in like its first month? Or
It's the
something?
best-selling console of all time, almost already.
Good God.
It's on track to be already.
That's crazy.
And people were like, Series X sold just as much, and it's like,
No, it did not.
no, it didn't. They just
Yeah.
didn't have as much available.
It's like half as much.
I think Series X had the better approach of the X and the Series S. Like, PlayStation has the digital,
Yeah.
but like the Series S is probably the best way to get into next-gen gaming because it's like $200.
Yeah, and it's still more powerful than the PS5,
Mm.
apparently.
No, it's not.
You
It
sure?
is. Yes, go look at Cyberpunk gameplay on it. It looks like a.
Well, I mean, also, it's different with every console, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's way underpowered. Like it's not as powerful. The PS5 and Series X.
I have-
match.
I have heard that. I forgot what I was gonna say.
The Series S is like getting into next gen gaming, but you're not really. Like you can play next gen games, but just not to like ray tracing, and I think it doesn't have 4K support.
I've heard that some games aren't running like as well on like Series X as they are on PS5 for some reason. They're like looking into it.
well, on the Series
might just
X,
be
Cold War crashes way too
Yeah,
often.
that's
which,
what I've heard.
honestly,
also
that's
on
all
Xbox,
just that's
so-
all just
and
optimization.
lesser.
That's all optimization. Like games crashes only happen if you don't optimize it. Like, because the reason like the PS4 and Xbox One can run Red Dead Redemption while it being one of the best looking games of all time is it's optimized well. That's all you have to do to get a game to run well is just tune it to where it works. That's all you have to do. It
Yeah.
just works.
Apparently, I've noticed with the new update in Cold War 2 that if you turn on ray tracing, it makes it like a little bit laggy or something. Like
Well, it
it's
used to.
slower.
I had ray tracing off because it used to.
Yeah.
It would crash your game. Like every time I had ray tracing on, I would try to use a chopper gunner. I would open the computer, it would
Really?
freeze, and I would crash.
Gee, I can see. The Wii.
But I would
Takes
so
me back.
far. I'd give Cyberpunk a B+. I think once they update it, and once they get all of it ironed out, it will be an A. Witcher 3. I know you guys know I love that game.
Yes.
Its launch was the same exact way. It was buggy as hell.
Dude, what about Anthem?
We don't talk about that.
Greatest game of all time.
Apparently Avengers got updated. Apparently it's actually really good now. So I'll have to go try that.
Avengers.
I kind of feel like hopping on Avengers again. It's good for what it is. I think we give it a bunch of hate because like it doesn't update its game, but like at its core,
They
it's a
fixed-
fun game. It
they-
just needs updates.
They took a month off of like updating content to like fix the game, which is like apparently it's really good now. Like I haven't played since launch week,
Me neither.
but I grinded launch week though.
That's same. I played like a solid month when it came out.
There
It's
wasn't
almost
enough.
like-
There wasn't enough end game content. Like once you beat the story,
it was just like the same thing over and over again.
And, like,
I mean, I know we play zombies over and over again, but like
zombies is replayable. This wasn't.
It's almost kind of like zombies. You know, I mean, the base gameplay is good, but there's not enough content right now.
And it was awesome. Like
I went like a
whenever-
solid 2 months without any content really.
Which now Kate Bishop's in it, and I've heard that like her story's
Is Hawkeye
great.
in it yet?
Hawkeye's next month. This story's about getting him out of like a different universe or something. That's why he wasn't there at A-Day or whatever. I don't know. But like, honestly, I think apparently the story's really good, and every DLC they're adding, they're gonna have their own character with their own story, and it'll be like a mini campaign. That's great. That's all free too.
That's cool.
So I think the initial $60 to get into it was worth it. Like I don't think the base game was worth it. I think that would have been a $40 game, but like now we're getting just free content. Like that's why I bought it, was because I'm like, I love Marvel, I love Avengers.
Yeah.
They're gonna be adding, like,
I
I know all their
And,
adding games
and there is a lot. If you want to get good at that game, it takes a while to progress.
It does.
So
And it has a pretty decent
if
story.
it's for you, it's a really good game. But I like it just needed more updates. And if they
needed
start
polish.
pumping them out,
They
then
needed polish.
I
that's
think
all.
that games nowadays, I mean, they cost $70 now with new systems, but I mean, all the DLC is free.
The standard of games have also risen up as far as the
Yeah.
updates. I mean, that's attributed, I think, largely
Honestly,
to Fortnite.
I think
Because Fortnite updated their game every single week, and ever since then, people's been like, okay, we need constant updates.
The thing about that though is I think games withhold content now at launch to add it later.
Yes.
So like
Yes.
Cold War, this stuff was all done whenever Cold War came out.
True.
They just withheld it until December 16th.
I think we could have, maybe not Jingle Hells, but like that's I don't like that anyways. But like Cranked could have came out with the game.
I think we just needed another mode that wasn't Onslaught.
It'd be fine if Onslaught was fun. Onslaught's not fun.
Onslaught
Yeah.
is not fun.
If you added, if
Okay.
they just made it easier to get better weapons.
Yes, I think Onslaught has the potential to be good if they added more zombies.
We need a
and they
pack
give you
punch
more
drop.
armor, and they give you pack-a-punch guns. They just need to make it more hectic.
If they up the armor and let you actually get
But-
to armor level
And
2
then
and
it's
3.
so
Yeah.
slow. I
Yes.
would say
Yes.
for it to speed up, you have to kill at least 3 megatons before it finally starts speeding.
Yes,
Yeah.
you need better guns. You need more
And then-
armor. More.
and then by that
zombies.
time it's too
Like
hard
me
to
and,
play.
me and Brighton killed
No, not
10
necessarily.
megatons, and we were still had green guns.
Yeah. I was expecting every megaton you kill, like maybe like every 2 megatons you get a different tier. And then you cap out at gold and you're only getting gold weapons from then on out. But
Yeah.
no. Like I haven't seen a purple or gold weapon yet, and I've played like 40 rounds of Onslaught in one go.
Or just a way to upgrade your weapons. Like maybe one
Yeah.
spot in the map you can.
Like there's
Go
an
up to
armor
it,
station.
like, yeah.
Like it's not that hard to go onto the map and just add an armor station and a mystery box.
I have a completely random topic to talk about.
Okay.
Who do you guys think the announcer is?
Nikolai.
Do you think?
I've
It's-
said since the game came out, this sounds like Nikolai, and then somebody made a video. It was Raffle
Yeah.
Waffle, and he said
Yeah.
that like
Yeah.
I could see it being
Well,
Nikolai. He has like a certain tone.
He said it's okay. I noticed that. Okay, did he also play Bruno in BO4?
I'm not
Because
sure.
it's if you sound it, it's way more like Bruno than Nikolai. Like it sounds like Nikolai, but Bruno, it's literally. I
I'm pretty
promise
sure
you it is
the guy that
Bruno.
played Nikolai, Fred. What is his
Okay.
name?
Fred
Tavish
Tavish.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure it's
Bruno.
him.
Probably.
Did he play? Here, I'll look it up. Did he
Well-
play Bruno?
Yeah, I was wondering that because I swear to you, if you listen to Bruno and listen to him, it's the same person just with a
And
slightly
I've been
lower voice.
saying that like it just sounds like whenever you go to
Yeah.
pick up Carpenter, he's like, God, I've been there.
I don't think it's not going to be Nikolai though.
No,
just,
it's Andrew Morgado's.
dude. If you listen to it, it's crazy the resemblance.
Dude, what if they're
if
trying
it's-
to link the chaos
I,
into
if
either?
What if
they
it's
do
a
that,
Bruno?
then rip.
Well, because Bruno and Evil, remember?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
really remember.
but nobody remembers chaos because it was
Bruno and Evil, and he killed Shaw. And the only thing
Yeah.
cool about that Easter egg was there was a cutscene, or if you're Bruno, you see it from Bruno's perspective, and if you're Shaw, you see it from Shaw's perspective, and the other two didn't see it. So like watching the Easter egg, and like I was watching JC do it, and they didn't know what was going on. He was like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "What are you talking about?" And like like Bruno was like killing Shaw. And they're like, "What are you doing to me?" And then like the other two were playing as the other ones. They didn't know what was going on. And they're
That
like,
is
"He just
pretty
fucking killed him." And then like he makes Shaw go evil, and then like those two know from now on that they're the evil guys, and the other two don't. And I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, even though the ending cutscene wasn't that good. Like a very
Chaos had potential, but we'll never know how it's
yeah.
resolved.
I'm glad. Because I hope chaos does not get added back in the Cold War. We need to stop it there.
The
Let's
next
just stop
map
it there.
brings chaos back.
It's
They merge them.
LTM.
We can play.
What if the
Z
intel
Machina.
starts dropping chaos storyline?
Dude. Okay, but did they actually just completely stop the comics for the chaos
Yeah.
storyline?
All chaos is dead in the water.
That's honestly funny.
I
because
kinda- I
chaos
just
was
wanna-
such a flop.
I kind of want Blundell just to tell us how,
Blundell?
like where it was gonna go. Like just say like they were gonna go get this Greek
Like J.K.
guy.
Rowling and Harry Potter just
Dude.
casually adding her own
I
canon
will
story.
The best part about the entire chaos storyline is when Medusa made out with Scarlet.
That was awesome.
That was lit. Sam probably doesn't even know. Do you know? Yeah, because
Oracle ended up being Medusa,
yeah, that was
the biggest plot twist in game.
Yeah, I was like,
Batgirl?
Batgirl.
ooh. And then he was like, and then
Barbara Gordon.
Diego came up and like held her, and then it was like, I was like, okay, here we go, and then it just ended. I was like, well, fuck.
And at
At
that
first,
moment,
split second, I was like, maybe chaos can be good here.
the
Nope.
thing was, Black Ops 4 was supposed to have 2 season passes. Like it was supposed to continue, and the Ether stuff was still going to be remasters, but it was going to be Buried Transit and Die Rise. They were going to get remastered,
Yeah.
and then we would get
Oh.
the ending to the Chaos.
I hope we get a Transit remaster and make it good in Cold War Zombies.
I hope we get a Dire Eyes remaster
But-
solely because of Johnny J25.
Yes, but not for a DLC map, just for like Zombies Chronicles 2.
Yeah.
Maybe if they have time.
Zombies Chronicles 2 is done.
And if they need to cut
it's
out,
done in BO4.
if they need to, yeah, that is true. They need to cut out Dire Eyes and Buried. So be it. I just want Transit to be good. Please.
Transit.
I just want Transit to be good.
I remember back
for
in the
once.
day watching
But
that.
they need to keep the jet gun the same.
No.
I remember back in the day watching that Transit trailer for the
Dude,
first
do you
time.
not like Transit?
Remember Elemental, or like think about Elemental jet guns.
Do you not like
It's
Transit?
like fire. Nah, dude, I love Transit. It's the best one.
That's the die machine. Is that
Our-
elemental jet guns?
Our one friend, no cap, says Transit's the best map ever.
No, he doesn't say the Transit. Does he say Transit?
He just
says
likes it.
He loves it.
What other maps does he play?
Best map ever though. That's like he might actually be mentally handicapped. Like
No,
there's
but he only
way.
played the launch maps, and he's only played them like twice, I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
maybe you just don't want to violate it. I'm convinced that nobody on Earth says Transit is the best map ever.
He
Unless it's
says
the one
it
they
is.
play.
The
Unless
people who
unless he
play
says-
Transit like Town more than Transit.
He likes Transit because like he's like, you get to actually explore like an open area instead of just being confined to one place. I'm like, no,
Okay.
you don't.
I was like, okay, well,
It's a series
That
of
is-
maps
that would've been
connected
cool
by a
if they
fog
would've
that
done
I
kills
bet
you.
he'd like Tortured Path.
Probably would. Probably would. I want to play Tortured Path.
Path.
I played it like once. I want to play it again just to see why
I played.
I remember it so negatively.
We need to have I need to have a rant about World War II zombies because I
That's
have
for another day.
Yes,
That whole episode just Matt solo,
I
just
fucking-
ranting, and we're like, mm-hmm.
I just don't even like World War II zombies, and I can tell you why, but that's gonna take a while.
Whoa.
3 hours later.
Yeah.
Was there anything else we were wanting to talk about?
The Cold War campaign.
I think that's
War
the
campaign.
final.
Okay, Matt, what did you think?
We will get into
Okay.
spoilers.
So yeah, this is spoilers here, and I know you
Spoiler
guys are gonna be
territory.
triggered.
I know
I thought it was okay. Plot twist. The mission where the plot twist happened was cool. It was really
That
cool.
mission was
That was really
awesome.
cool.
What was your first ending? Which did you
I
choose?
told the truth, and
Did we all tell the truth, or did you betray him?
I betrayed him. I did full out betrayal and killed all.
Did you go back and kill him?
I just watched it. I was like, I
That
didn't
mission's
wanna play it.
awesome, though.
I felt so bad because like Woods and Mason were just yelling at me, being like,
Yeah.
"Such a piece of shit."
Okay, I want to ask a question. Did you guys save Lazar or Park?
I saved Park.
I saved Park because I didn't know that there was an option, and Park was the first option I was granted, so
Really?
I saved Park.
I saved Lazar.
Okay,
But it was
I
the
want to
last.
hear
I
this.
didn't know it was the decision. I saw the second countdown going, and I was on 1 second, and I pressed square, and he said Lazar, and I was like,
Okay,
"Bye, Park."
I want to hear. You said Park. You didn't like her.
I did
Why?
not.
Why?
She seemed bitchy, and I know
Why?
now
I
thought
why.
Park was fine.
Why? Yeah, me too. Why?
She just seems so like Belle, come here, and I would go up to her.
Well, if you,
I have.
she's more compassionate, I would say, whenever you're like getting your memory back.
It's like I don't.
Well, I didn't
literally-
see
Ryan,
her because she was dead.
Yeah,
But
I know.
Ryan, I did not see a single problem. I
Me
look
neither.
back. I was like, I gotta think. Brighton said she's a bitch. I didn't see a single thing. I didn't see a
Can we
single
talk about how
thing.
you get a shot in the eye?
Huh?
You get a shot when Adler gives you the shot. It's in
Oh,
the
yeah,
eye.
yeah,
through
yeah.
the
I thought you
eye
meant
for
you got
the shot.
shot in the eye. I was
Okay,
like, what?
hold on.
What happened?
Quick tangent. After that scene, I remembered like there's a show. It's called Jessica Jones. It's Marvel, and Luke Cage's skin's bulletproof, and they have to like revive him, and the only way in to like his like to get in him is through his eye. So you literally see them put the needle like down through like
Yeah.
that one part of your eye, and it's so gross. And that's the
Well,
first thing that came to my mind.
That
I just-
actually used to be. I think it's lobotomy. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, they actually did that to like literally cure people of mental diseases.
Who
I would not.
Yeah,
I would be like, I want
it,
my mental disease.
scrambled their brains.
who here, whenever they first did it, got the achievement for the red door, basically waiting to the absolute last
I
minute
did.
to open the red door?
Well, I knew.
I constantly never listened to Adler.
No, I was like once
Really?
Adler started telling me what to do, and I saw like he's like take
That's
the
what I
right
thought,
path.
yeah.
I was
I
like,
just wanted to finish it
I was
so
like-
bad that I did. Okay, I will say the zombies Easter egg was
Cool.
awesome.
That was actually kinda
really
creepy.
Cool.
That was
yes,
creepy.
that
I
was
didn't-
really cool.
he didn't get the-
I didn't get that one
He
because
didn't
I
see
didn't
the
got-
entrance.
because I didn't see the entrance.
Really? I had to look it up before. I was like, I don't want to miss this. I just want to do it like as soon as possible. And I saw you had to do it in your first like.
the first time I went through that mission, like he was telling me what to do. I'm like, okay, and then they're like, he's off script. I'm like, I'm the bad guy. Like instantly, I was just like, I'm the bad guy.
And then I like how he's like, you picked up an M16.
Yeah.
MP5 in front
It's
of
like,
you.
or
you
maybe
pick
it was
up
another weapon.
Or maybe,
Or maybe it was another weapon.
That was, and he's like, really, Bill? You're gonna tell me you committed suicide if you like jump off the edge or died or something?
I like how once you like go against the red door for so many times, he's finally just like, okay, we already know what happens here.
Yeah. Or the one where you have to like go in the spiral like around and around in the hallway. He's like, turn around, Bill. And I did that. I was like, why didn't you just tell me that? You're like.
No, you know how long I went around that spiral? I
Yes.
went around for
Me
like
too.
5 minutes.
Yes,
thinking
I was
something
like,
would change.
finally he was like, turn around, Bill, and I turned around. I was like, what the fuck?
I
did
kind
you
of got
guys
jump
say
scared by the door because I saw I was creeping up behind.
Yeah,
So like, I
yeah.
turned around and I would just walk backwards.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's not gonna pop up anymore. Turned around again. It was right in my face. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
that? Dude, yeah, I was like, dude, it's gonna be like a zombie in my face, and it was a door. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
asshole.
that part where you go into the cave and there's a zombie, all you have is a
Yeah.
flashlight over here, and then
That's cool.
They sprint at you like the Nocturne Toad and Lotus
That was a
Street.
cool mission.
That was, I think, the reason I like this campaign so much is not story related. It's gameplay. I thought the gameplay in the
Okay.
campaign was probably the
For
best
that-
we had since like BO2.
For that, I would agree if it was longer. And again, I don't think it's Treyarch's fault because they got fucked by Sledgehammer and Activision.
They had to outsource it to Raven. It's all Raven.
Or,
Raven did
Raven.
that.
Yeah, or Raven got fucked.
They
by
didn't have
Activision.
enough time.
Yeah, exactly.
None of them did.
Yes.
Sledgehammer did the zombies, Treyarch
So-
rushed the multiplayer, and Raven rushed the
But
campaign.
that still isn't, that still doesn't make it good.
No.
To me.
It should have been delayed. I think 6-month delay.
Yeah,
Have
exactly.
it released in May. I
Exactly.
think if they have 2 studios now, we should have Treyarch games come out May, and then the Infinity War games come out in December. So there was like a year and a half between games instead of just a year.
I don't know. Okay, as far as the plot went, though, I think it was just boring a little bit because, like, you could obviously tell in some of the parts of the campaign where they took Sledgehammer's part of the campaign and tried to put it with
Treyarch.
yes, because the fact that there was 2 main characters he played, Mason, that obviously
You
just
played as
set
Mason
off
for 2 missions.
Yeah, but I mean, you can tell the Mason missions are the ones that Treyarch made already.
Mm-hmm.
Sledgehammer was all the ones that
Sledgehammer was the
made.
more open. I think they have the better gameplay campaigns. I think their campaigns have the best gameplay since BO2.
Yeah, it just
but
seemed.
Treyarch has the best storytelling because the ones where he plays Mason, those felt like Black Ops.
Yeah, but exactly. So I just don't think it fit well as one campaign altogether. I
But
think
the
it
missions
felt
where he
too-
played as Bell, they had better gameplay.
I also don't like how
But, I mean,
Bell, you never
I'm not
have to
talking
see
about gameplay.
Bell.
I'm not talking about gameplay. I'm talking about like story.
I know. I'm just saying, like the story in the Mason missions were good, and then the gameplay in the Bell
Yeah.
missions were good. Like
Yeah.
they should have compromised.
Yeah. I think they should have just made it flow better.
Yeah. And
I
then there's
don't
those side missions I still haven't done.
Yeah.
Fuck those.
Side missions, that was disappointing for me because I was like, this has to affect the ending. Otherwise, there's no point.
Like
in doing it.
BO2s, those affect them.
Yes.
Those affect them majorly. Like the one mission where you save Carver,
Well,
you
they
kill
kind of
General
do.
General Tao. Like you get majorly different
Yeah.
endings. Like if you kill General Tao, then the USS Obama doesn't get blown up, and then if you don't save Carver or Karma, she's just not there, and then Fareed just gets shot in the face or whatever. Like.
Mm-hmm.
Like those missions actually affected.
Do the strike team missions affect the
Yeah.
actual story?
Yes, because there's the one
Yeah.
mission. If you let Karma get captured, then you unlock the strike team mission where you have to go to Yemen and save her.
Oh,
And then
okay.
if you don't do that mission, if you don't go save her, then she's dead. They kill her.
Oh, okay.
You have to go to that. If you don't
Because I
save
was
her,
wondering why I never got that mission until
like
the
because you
very
can
end.
replay it.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you
because I
let
always saved her.
if
Okay.
you let the
That makes
whatever
sense.
Mike Pence looking guy take her, then he survives.
So they get this cocksucker around my sight.
Then he survives. He's there for the USS Obama mission. Him and Fareed kill each other if you kill Harper. But if you don't kill Harper, he makes it to the end where you as David shoot him in the head while you're sliding down. Which that game has so many like I've played it so much now. I have the achievement where you get like every possible cutscene on the USS
Yeah.
Obama because that game has like 8
I got all of them, I
cutscenes
think,
for that.
except for one of them. That was such a good
The
game.
hardest one
Such
to
a
do
good
was to not kill Harper. You have to stay yourself from like killing the
Mhm.
white-haired guy, and you have to let him take Karma, and then you have to go save Karma, and you have to make sure Karma makes it out because she can die,
Mhm.
and then the mission's over, and then she's dead. So
Yeah.
like you have to do that. You have to make sure you have to complete that mission in one go successfully. You have to make sure you don't kill that guy. Let him take Karma. Then you have to kill Harper, and then you have to do like this, and this, and then on the USS Obama, him and Farid will shoot each other, then Karma will get taken.
Yeah.
And like that was the last cutscene I had because there's so many specific criteria you have to do for that.
How do we feel about the Adler in credit scene or whatever?
Okay.
Yes.
This plot twist itself, didn't really like it because it was, for me, seemed really, well, you haven't played, never mind. Let's talk about something else.
Listen, people were like, what if Bell didn't die? He's dead. Bell is dead because the season story,
numbers, Mason.
it keeps going, and Adler's alive. So Bell is dead. Like, the seasonal story is going to keep the Black Ops story going, like how Modern Warfare kept the Modern Warfare story going. And we see now that there's this guy named Stitch that wants to kill Adler, and this is after the campaign.
Yeah.
So obviously Bell is dead.
I
Bell
thought,
was never going to come back because it's a custom character, and we're never going to see what they look like.
I really wish there was a bigger build up to because in BO1, and I think this game really needs to be compared to BO1 because it's literally
They marketed it
as
as
the
like
direct
the
sequel.
direct sequel.
Yeah. So I think it really needs to be compared to BO1, but I feel like there should just be a better like lead up. Like you should just
Which I think
figure out like
Black
wait a
Ops
minute,
Cold War
something's
2
wrong.
will delve into that more.
Yeah.
Because Perseus will be at the forefront. Like, this game is about finding Perseus, and I'm hoping now that they have this time that Raven can make a whole
Perseus is
I
not a
just-
person.
I honestly wish they just would make a different storyline.
If you did the bad side of the mission, you
He's
found
not-
out Perseus isn't a person. It's more
the
of a group
group.
of people
It's that group.
I just
want to cause.
But obviously Perseus is that guy. He's obviously
he's the, I guess, head.
he's the head of the snake.
They still think that I'm Perseus.
I figured the big plot
As
twist
if it could be a
was going to be you playing as Mason, and you're going to see like Reznov. Why did Reznov not make an appearance though? It's
Probably because they
awesome.
couldn't afford
Who's
Gary
Reznov?
Oldman.
I mean, they didn't have to.
Who's Reznov?
They got new.
I'm kidding.
Gary
got new,
Oldman is Reznov.
Okay, so Sam Worthington was Mason.
Yeah, but
and
I feel like I would have been way more triggered if they recast Reznov. Think about it.
I don't know
recast
that. I
Woods.
don't think so.
They
They recast Mason too.
Yes.
Recasting Mason and
sounds
Woods triggered me.
nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing like Sam
Yeah,
Woods.
that triggered me.
Been
That
a while
triggered
since
me.
I played Black Ops 2.
Sam. Okay. Sam. What was it? Okay, so the new Woods guy actually sounded a lot like the old Woods, but the Mason
guy.
nothing like it.
Well, Sam Worthington has a very unique voice. I don't think you can copy that.
Yeah.
Like James C. Burns, love the guy, but like he did a very stylized military voice, and I think that's easy to copy. But Sam Worthington just did his voice.
Yeah.
He was just Mason. He is Mason, and I hate to say that, but I think the new guy, he sounds enough like Woods where I didn't even notice it at first. Like it's not noticeable.
Well, he's an onion.
Damn onion Mason.
Overall, it was a pretty good campaign.
I mean, I don't know. I liked it.
I would give it a 7 or an 8. I would say 8 gameplay, probably like a 6.
I mean, it's
story.
not as good as
Average
Black
6.
Ops 3's campaign.
Black Ops 3
Yes,
is
Black
dude,
Ops 3.
Nightmares, amazing, revolutionary ideas. Right
Honestly,
there.
I'd probably give BO3's campaign a 6 just because
Look,
of the gameplay.
look, the
was
gameplay is
actually
awesome.
Yes.
Look, the story after like
All
you
of it.
dig deep into it is actually kind of good.
It's
just you don't understand any
Exactly.
of it at all by playing
Exactly.
It's because Blondell got a hold of it.
And also because of the 2 missions where you like played in your mind, and that was
Yeah.
super fucking
the game. Yeah,
weird.
that didn't make sense. And then they had zombies in there.
Like
That okay. I like how they
dude,
actually.
the opening mission where the fucking robots like ripped
That
you
was
apart. That was
lit.
brutal.
Yeah. But then after that, I thought the New World one, the second one, was actually pretty cool.
With the train.
Yeah, train go boom.
Tringle boom. I like how you could hack things in that campaign.
Yeah, the gameplay was cool. Gameplay was cool.
I
but
think
story
all
was
COD
just
needs is just
kinda
open gameplay. Like, if you're going through the hallway just shooting guys, that's boring. But, like, if you put yourself in an open environment
Yeah.
and there's multiple ways to tackle it where you can play the same
Exactly.
mission, but you don't have to do it the same way,
Yeah.
that's whenever gameplay is good. Halo. Not Halo 5. That game is a COD game. Because that game does what COD
All
does. It
Halos
puts you down.
are bad.
It puts you down a straight path.
Dude,
All
Halos. Halos are trash.
Shut the fuck up. I love PlayStation, but dude, you play as Master Chief on PlayStation now if you play Fortnite. This is
Isn't
true.
Elder Scrolls like Xbox exclusive or something?
They bought Bethesda, but I guarantee Elder Scrolls won't be on Xbox. I think they'll do a case by case of what they said. Like, if it's an original game, I think they like Starfield's coming out. I can see that being an Xbox exclusive, but there's no way they put Elder Scrolls. People would not buy. I don't think people would buy an Xbox for Elder Scrolls, but like, if they put it on all systems, it would sell. Whenever Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, it's going to be the best selling game ever.
Well, that it's so hard to say because GTA 6 is also going to come
Okay,
out.
yes,
Oh yeah,
yes.
GTA.
Yes.
Whatever 6 comes out first,
Yes,
will be the crowning
we'll
game.
just see.
I could see GTA 6 just being a very
I can
underwhelming
see GTA 6 not performing as well because GTA's kind of lost.
They are milking everything out of GTA 5, which makes
it's
me
lost
believe that
its-
they are kind of messing up with GTA 6.
Listen, the thing that made me love GTA was the story, and they're not doing anything with that. They're just milking the online. And Rockstar can still make excellent games. RDR2,
Yes.
one of the best games ever made. But with GTA,
Okay.
I feel like they're gonna focus too much on the online because they saw how much money online can make.
Shark Cards DLC.
Yeah.
They made so much.
Well, at least DLC was free, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you know how
Was
much
it free?
money?
Okay.
Okay, you know how much money? You
Shark
had
cards
to-
were fuck you though.
Yeah, like sure, the things they added were free, but say they add like a new car, and it's $10 million. You can either play the game for a month and get $10 million,
True.
or spend $40 on the shark cards and get
10
those.
million babies.
Mm-hmm. But like,
10 million
sure,
babies
it's
a year.
it's quote unquote free where you can afford it, but you have to know life that game for like a month to afford.
See, I hate it when people do when games do that to where they make a lot of the stuff free, but then
it's
they're
not
like,
free.
if you want anything cool though that actually makes that free thing fun, you have to pay money.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you can buy a bunker and start selling weapons, but you're
But-
only going to be able to sell weapons like at like a quarter of the rate unless you want to add like $8 million onto your purchase.
Okay.
And then you can sell things at the top
But I
rate.
think that's something we're gonna have to get used to with every game now. Because
I mean,
I don't
they're-
think
they're
we-
going to
we
have
shouldn't get used to it
microtransactions.
because like
but we're gonna have to, dude. Like it's just
because
with
12-year-old kids keep buying shark cards.
exactly.
12-year-old kids,
Where
moms,
it sucks,
middle-aged moms
That's
who
the way it is.
are willing to give up their credit card at will.
If the game is free to play, I don't give a shit if there's microtransactions. But if you're gonna put a $60 gate on it,
I will
and then
say,
you put microtransactions in the game, that's
I will
stunning.
say, I know this is a poor. Well, I wouldn't say it's a poor example, but it's a memeable game. Fortnite. At least Fortnite, if you cannot spend a
Yeah.
dollar on the game, and it's honestly at its core, the game is still the same.
Yeah.
Because everything's just cosmetic.
It's
It
a
doesn't-
cosmetic.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
change
give you
the
any
thing.
grand advantages or anything. It's just if you want to look cooler when you play.
Yeah.
Games should not be pay to win. Honestly, I don't really care about microtransactions.
Or
if
pay
they're
to
cosmetics.
have fun. Well, I take
GTA
that back.
5
I take
is-
that back.
GTA
All
5
games are pay to have fun because you have to buy
GTA
the game.
5 is a pay to have fun game. You have to buy it, and then to have even more fun and online.
Well,
and stand
I
a
would say
chance.
it's. I would
Story was awesome.
Story's awesome, but the
Yeah, that's
online,
true.
I never
online
played it
to-
online. It has so much fun with it. Though.
to have fun in the online.
Depends on who you are.
If you play public, people have like fighter jets and all that, and to get those, you have to buy shark cards. There's no
Yeah.
way you're gonna be able.
That's
to
one
do
thing
that.
I don't like about that. It's like, to get anything cool, you have to.
You have to spend real money.
Yeah.
Whenever you already spent real money on buying the game.
Yeah. Dude, take me back to the BO2 days when everything was just so much more. Oh, dude. Let's just all take a moment of silence.
We
just
need
for-
BO2 remaster, but with no supply drops.
Well,
and no cosmetics.
during the
Sorry.
BO2 so-called days, I was jamming out on my Wii and my PS2.
Yeah, that sucked for you because Sam missed out on everything.
You were missing out.
That was-
BO2 multiplayer.
I will
was
say
the
to this day, those are the
shit.
best days of my life.
I miss
Not
it. I miss
not
being a
joking.
12-year-old
Not
kid.
joking at all. Best days of my life.
It was. You'd come home from school, and the only thing you
Yes.
were worried about is just getting to the next highest round.
Dude, every mode was just popping besides transit. After
Besides
transit,
transit.
Besides transit.
And Die Rise.
but once Mob and Origins came out, everyone was like, oh
I remember my
God,
very
dude.
first time on zombies that I made it to a double-digit round because I figured out Quick Revive revived you, and I had already used my third one, but I got to round 12, and I was like, I'm a badass.
my. Wait, what?
It was Kino. Me and my friend were playing it.
Oh,
And I was like, I bought Quick Revive, and then like I downed it, it revived me, like holy shit.
yeah.
And I made it to round 12, and I was like, dude, I'm a fucking guy.
I got to run
I'm
like
a fucking
I think I got
guy.
to run like 2 or 3. I think the first time I ever played Xbox, I played like BO1 zombies, and I got to round 3 and used like all 3 of my revives. And I got to like round 4.
I remember I
and
got
6.
World at War, and I beat the campaign. It was like 11 o'clock, and at that time I was like 7, so 11 o'clock. I'm like, I'm fucking tired. And then like the credits rolled, and then I saw somebody running at me. I'm like, what's this? And then he ran into me, and then zombies. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then you're knocked, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And then I made it so I was like, oh, it's pretty easy. They're slow, and I was shooting them. And then round 3 comes, and they're just already sprinting, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I died. I remember me and my sister, whenever we made it to round 4, we're like, we are gods. We made it past
We are the CEO of zombies.
We made it past the
CEO of sex.
And then I remember the first time I got the flamethrower out of the box. I was like, holy shit. It's a flamethrower.
It's a flamethrower. And then
That sucks, but
I remember the first time I got the World at War ray gun and knocked, I was like, dude, I wonder how many shots it takes for you to kill yourself. Boom!
I remember
one.
I remember I was at school one day and we were in the computer lab and I watched a YouTube video of them getting the free ray gun on the World at War. So I faked being sick so I could go home and do it.
The free ray gun? Oh, you mean like
in the campaign.
Oh, okay.
So get the ray gun in the campaign.
I thought you meant like they
Did
were
you get the
trolling.
thunder gun in the Black Ops 1 game?
Yeah, on the Kowloon mission.
Mm-hmm.
You go past the fridge. No, but
Push.
like I literally
Dude.
we were in the computer lab, so I was like, I threw up in the bathroom. They sent me home, and I did it.
You remember the
I was
days
like, this
too?
is awesome.
Everyone thought that you could get the jet gun in the Odysseus mission, like the ship mission on BO2, and like it was like at the very end of the mission too. So I remember I literally went in and was testing out shit, trying to find.
You could attempt to lift Thor's hammer.
What if?
What
if to this day, there is the jet gun in BO2 campaign? Nobody's found it though.
That's because nobody wants to use the jet gun in BO2's campaign.
I feel like it'd be fun.
I mean, I don't know.
For
the
10 seconds you get to use it.
Back in the day, people would have been. Seb, you don't even realize how hyped we were. Everybody was for that game. Like you would find if you used it for 1 second against fucking anybody,
I
you'd be
remember
like,
in the
oh,
trailers, I got really hyped because they put from the Riders of the Dark Knight, and I was like, what?
Oh shit!
Oh shit! From the Riders of the
shit.
Dark Knight
Here we go
trilogy.
again.
And I was like, oh my god, the Dark Knight trilogy is my favorite.
But okay, what are we at?
We're at I think we just hit an hour.
Yeah, I think so.
Bye.
No.
We got a lot of varied.
Yes.
We do want to start branching out in just general gaming instead of just COD Zombies, because we did just the COD Zombies this week. We would have been done 40 minutes ago.
Oh
And
yeah.
I think I had more fun talking about general
BO2.
games.
BO2 is the best days of my life. We can talk about BO1 or
One
favorite COD campaign ever next time. Actually, how about
next week? Yeah, we'll do favorite
Black
COD
Ops 3?
campaign
Yes.
and the worst.
How about we just talk about BO4?
That's actually not a bad idea.
BO4.
Let's get it out of our system.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
not
get it out
a-
of our system.
Yeah.
We need to just
Let's just talk about BO4.
listen. Here's our next, unless something changes.
And then we
next
title
week,
it Loving on BO4.
Yeah.
Next
Simping
week-
for BO4.
Next week, though, we will have season 1 to talk about. We will have played it.
Oh, crap.
Oh, that is true.
We will have played it. It depends on how long we talk about it.
That's true. If
Because
I mean, we don't have much. Like,
if
we already
there's
know
not
about
much-
Jingle Hells, and if Cranked is
We can
bad,
just
then
give
that's
our,
it.
We can do our quick thoughts on it, and then we will move into the main.
the two modes suck shit. Okay, now into BO4. Okay, so this has been Griffin Station podcast, and
Griffin Station.
has
Has-
acquired a gun.
a weapon and is pointing it at my head.
He has a gun.